Welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened tonight on 2025 NBA Playoff Day 33. Well, tonight was started the Eastern Conference Final, where in a tremendous game, the Indiana Pacers defeated the New York Knicks 138 to 135 in the overtime. And with this victory, the Pacers won the first game of the series. Well, how you know, the conference final started yesterday with the Western Conference Final, where yesterday the Thunder had a problem defeating the Timberwolves 142-88, and with this victory, the Thunder took the lead of the series. And tonight, started the Eastern Conference Finals, winning a tremendous game. The Pacers come back for 14 points deficit with less than 3 minutes to play, and they tied the game in the buzzer time, sent the game to overtime, and they won it in the overtime. So with this victory, the Pacers took the lead of the series 1-0. And remember that now that the conference finals started, there will be only one game per conference. So one day we'll play the Western Conference, and the other is going to play the Eastern Conference. So let's talk about a little more about what happened tonight. Well, New York Knicks 135, Indiana Pacers 138 in overtime. Well, remember that the Knicks, to arrive this stage, they defeated in the first round the Detroit Pistons in 6 games, and did the same with the Boston Celtics in 6 games in the semi-final conference, where this was a surprise until this moment in the playoffs, because the Celtics were the reigning champion team, and they were the favorite team to win the back-to-back of NBA Finals. And something about this series is that the Knicks come back 3 times with 20 points deficit, and they won that series. And in the case of the Pacers, they have a very easy tournament in the playoff, where they have won in 5 games each series. They defeated in five games the Bucks in the first round, and defeated the Caps in 5 games. And it was another surprise in the playoffs. So about this game, I think that this will be a tremendous series. I think that this series is going to be defined in 7 games, and I think that in this moment, I think that the favorite are the New York Knicks. But seeing what happened in this game, I think that maybe this series can change a lot. So about this game, it was a very close game, where in the first half, the Knicks were leading the game 69 to 62 by 7 point difference. And I thought that this game was going to be close, but in the second half it was. But in the third quarter is when the Knicks took the sorry the sorry in the third quarter, the Pacers played better, because in the first three quarters, the game was very close, where in the third quarter, the Pacers won the quarter by 4 point difference, 25 by 21. They reduced the gap to a 4 point difference, and in the end of the third quarter, the Knicks were leading 90 to 86. So I thought that the fourth quarter was going to be this tight, but in the first 3-4 minutes of the quarter, the Knicks increased the lead to a more than 10 point difference, and in that moment I thought that the game was over, because in the middle of the last quarter, the Knicks were leading by 14 point difference, and they were leading by 14 point difference with less than 2 minutes to play. The Knicks were dominating the fourth quarter, and they had the game under control. And in that moment, I thought that the game was over, because, how I told you, with less than 3 minutes to play, the New York Knicks were leading the game by 14 point difference. Yeah, by 14 point difference. But what happened? The Knicks relaxed a lot, because they thought that the game was over, and the Pacers never give it up about this game, because they were playing a tremendous defense side, and they executed in a very great way in the last 3 minutes of the game, where they reduced the gap, and they sent the game to overtime, where with less than 1 minute to play, with I think that we said 50 seconds to play, the Knicks were leading the game by 9 point difference. Yeah, 9 point difference. But the Knicks made several mistakes. The Pacers play a tremendous defenses. The Knicks made some errors. They missed a lot of free throws. The Pacers scored in the last minute four triples. Especially this Aaron Smith that scored they scored the four consecutive triples that tied the game. When the Knicks were leading by 2 point difference, 125 to 125. In the last 10 seconds to play, the Knicks were leading 125 to 100. No, sorry. In the last, wait a minute. In the OG Onabi had the opportunity to win this game because they were leading by 1 point difference, 124 to 125 with less than 10 seconds to play. So he had two free throws. He missed the first one and he scored the second one. But Halliburton, the Indiana Pacers had the last offenses in the regular time, and he scored the basketball that sent the game to overtime with the game 125 to 125. Before that, I thought that the game was over because it looked like that the Halliburton had scored a 3 points basketball, but not later. It was the referee called 2 points basketball because he was stepping the 2 point zone. So the game was sent to overtime because the game was tied in the end of the regular time, 125 to 125. In that moment, the Pacers had come back for a 14 points deficit with less than 3 minutes to play in the game, by 9 point difference with less than the 1 minute to play. Also remember that they had done this before in the playoff where they come back for 20 point difference in the game 5 in the first round against the Bucks where they won that game. And I remember that in that game they scored in that game the game was sent to overtime and they scored 7 points in the last 1 minute to play. So this game it looked like that the game 5 between the Pacers against the Bucks in the first round, and also the Pacers come back in the game 2. In the game 2, I think so. No, in the game 5, I think so. In the semi-final run against the Caps, where they were trailing by 20 point difference. So about this game, in the overtime, the Knicks started better because they were leading by I think 6 point difference. But later the Pacers reduced that gap. They tied the game and they won the game. Also, the game was very close because in the last 2 minutes of the overtime, the difference was always between 1 to 2 point difference where the Knicks take the lead. Later the Pacers take the lead. When the Knicks had the opportunity with less than 30 seconds to play to take the lead of the game, the Jalen Brunson missed the ball, and in the end the Pacers won the game 138 to 135 in the overtime. With this victory, the Pacers took the lead of the series, and maybe this can be a taping point because how the way the Pacers won this game. Because to be honest, because when the Pacers had been the best team in the game when they were in the first 45 minutes of the game, but in the last 3 minutes of the game of the regular game in the regular time when the Knicks were leading, they relaxed a lot. The Pacers took advantage of that. They played a tremendous defense and they won the game. So maybe this series, seeing what happened tonight, can change a lot, and maybe the Pacers can win this game in a short period. So the best player for the Pacers, for the winning team, were Aaron Smith with 30 points. But most important of him is that he scored, I think that 10 triples made of 11 that he threw. So this was amazing. And the most important is that in the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the regular time in the fourth quarter, he scored 4 straight triples, and this was the difference to win this game, to tie the game and to win this game. And the best players, and the second best player was Tyrese Halliburton, that made a double-double with 31 points and 11 rebounds. And remember that he scored the basketball that tied the game in the buzzer time and sent the game to overtime. But remember that the Tyrese Halliburton has been playing at tremendous basketball level in the playoff since the contest that says that he was the most overrated NBA player. But the most probably is that the most of the players were wrong. And for the Knicks, the best player was Jalen Brunson with 43 points. The problem with him is that he missed in the most important time, in the clutch time, and this was sad because he had the opportunity in the overtime to tie the game, but he missed the 3 points and they lost the game. Also, the second best scorer was or player was Karl Anthony Towns that scored 55 points and made 12 rebounds, but also he made several mistakes. And something to tell is OJ Anunoby that scored 16 points, but he made several errors in the clutch time that could that led to the Pacers to win this game. So tomorrow will be an off day for the Eastern Conference semifinals, finals, sorry, and the series will resume for this next Friday for the game 2. So what's next? Tomorrow we'll have the Western Conference final game 2, where the Oklahoma City Thunder will receive the Minnesota Timberwolves on Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and 20:30 time. Remember that the game 1 was yesterday, where the Thunder didn't have any problem and defeated the Timberwolves 114-88. I think that tomorrow is going to be a different game. I think that tomorrow the Timberwolves are going to learn to what happened in the game 1, and I think that the game is going to be closer. But in the end, I think that the Thunders are the best team. I think that of the 4 teams that are still alive in the playoffs, the Thunder are the best team. So I think that the Thunders are going to win this game by 2 or 3 point difference, and they are going to take the 2-0 lead in the series. And something to say is that today in the morning or in the afternoon, it was announced that Gilgeous-Alexander was named or won the MVP trophy of the season. He did a tremendous performance in the regular season, but in my opinion, the best player in the regular season was Nikola Jokic. But so a lot of people disagree with this opinion, but I think that the best player in the regular season was Nikola Jokic, and I think that because the Nuggets against Thunder series, they play in the semifinal round. For that reason, they waited until the Thunders won it the series to say who was going to be the winner. So congratulations to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because he was MVP of the 2024-2025 regular season. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me and any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.